And just like that, we're back with part 13 of this save managing Marseille over here in France. And well, you haven't missed a single thing because I've not touched the button since you were last with me. There's a game tomorrow, so we're just going to jump straight into the game. No need to fill you in on anything, no faffing about, no waffling. Let's jump straight into the dugout, and it's Reims. And as previously mentioned, we are going to play this new formation, or we're going to give it a try. It did okay against PSG. We didn't look the greatest as an attacking force, but then again, it was PSG. We did hold them to a 1-1, won that game on penalties. So can we do this against the lesser teams in the league? We've got Urbig in goal. He's the new superstar goalkeeper. I shouldn't really have said that. As I was saying the words, I knew I shouldn't have said it because you can bet your life he'll throw 3 goals in his own net and we'll get beat 3-0. But hopefully he's going to be the new shining light for us. But we do have on the bench, we have our Italian backup now, Turati, and I am trying to sell our backup keeper, who is getting on in years a little bit, and Turati is a much better backup goalkeeper than he is. So the back four is Merlin, new lad Baidu next to Balerdi, and we have Holm on the right hand side. I've got my wing backs on support. I've not got them bombing forward too much, although to be fair, in game you wouldn't think that because they both play very high, but hopefully they will be a little bit more cautious. Until the team gets used to this formation, I don't want them bombing forward at will. So they're on the support duty. We have 2 DMs in there, although I expect this to be very fluid. I may switch it to 1 DM and push an extra player further forward. We might play with 3 attacking midfield players. Might play with 2 strikers. We would need a second striker to do that. At the moment, Vitinha is the only out-and-out striker we have in the team. But Ketchta and Severa are going to play deep today. Griffiths, the new wonder kid we've got on loan from Manchester City. He is a box-to-box midfield player, so I want to try and do everything in my power to, I don't want to lose this kid. I don't want City taking him back, so I'm going to try and play him and meet all the loan requirements. So he's going to play as a box-to-box in the middle there. Ahead of him, we've got Spurzian. Harrit has been playing there, but on further kind of, analysis, Harrit is 30 years old now, so maybe I might be looking to move him on. Spurzian, only 27. Ketchta and Spurzian kind of ran that midfield for us last season, so they're both in the team now. It's very rare that they do both play together, so hopefully we'll get the best out of both of them. Eze is going to play as the advanced playmaker. Terrific player, and I'm expecting really big things from him this season. And, superstar, a leading goal scorer for last season, Vitinha is the pressing forward. We do get a highlight straight from the kick-off, and what a lovely sunny day it is. And let's hope that the result at the end of the game is a nice sunny result as well. Ketchta now plays the ball back to Baidu. So Baidu will take a little bit of time to get settled in, but I think I did explain that Bitsiabu, who played there towards the end of last season, I'm going to use him, and the ball's in the back of the net, and that is a nice goal from the wonder kid. Jay Griffiths plants that ball in the back of the net like he's been playing the game for years. He's only 19. What a great future I think this kid has got, but Ketchta there, Saavedra, Eze in his advanced playmaking role, and to be quite honest, that was the easiest ball Eze is going to have to play all season because Griffiths made all of the space for himself there. Brilliant run. We're 1-0 ahead, and my one big hope for today is that we don't have any buffoonery in the match engine. We've seen far too much of it, and I really hope in FM25 it gets sorted out, because I want this game to be, I know it's a computer game, but I want it to be as true a reflection as it can possibly be. And some of the things that happen in the match engine are just completely laughable. I have seen content creators kind of make stories up about them. Unfortunately, I'm a really bad loser, and when buffoonery happens in the game and it costs me a goal, I don't take it very lightly. Okay, 28 minutes on the clock. Eze, some lovely work there, picks that ball up. Vitinha now is running very wide with it. Get back in the box, Vitinha. We have 3 white shirts in the box. Home, plenty of targets to aim for. And Eze, a little bit of a weak shot, although maybe that's a bit disingenuous. He did have, I think, 2 or 3 bodies in front of him. Merlin now is going to float this corner in. Is he going to float it? No, it's to the near post, and that very nearly finds the back of the net, and Home there with a near post header. But 5 shots, 2 on target, an XG of 0.67. I'd like to see that get increased, to be honest. I don't know whether to go on to an attacking mentality. I might do that for the second half. But generally, when we're winning on a positive, I normally leave it like that, and it normally stands us in good stead. But I have seen quite a lot of 1-0s go to a 1-1 right near the end of the game. We do need 2 or 3 goals, I think, in this game. Spurtsian forward, the ball's in the back of the net again, and Spurtsian there just breaks forward, breaks that back line, and Reims there have no answer to our movement up front. The movement is just beautiful. Let's just watch this again. Balerdi, Saavedra, lovely ball, and Spurtsian there just sprints forward, and again, okay, you can't take anything away from the ball that's being played, but it's all about movement, isn't it? It's all about movement. If you've not got players moving for you, you've no ball to play, and well, we've got terrific movement up there at the moment. So I'm going to give them a delighted, and with that second goal, I think I'm just going to stay on a positive mentality. A positive mentality? No, it's a positive mentality. And we get the second half underway. Merlin now, what's he going to do with this one? And this time he switches it up and he flirts that one into the middle of the goal. Eze now, Home, and that was a poor ball. But Ketchta there. Our passing's not great, but we are working really hard when we've given the ball away. And there's another perfect example. Can Eze stick this one in? He certainly can. And Eze, I think, he's looking like a man of the match performance. He's playing absolutely brilliantly. He's created one. He's scored one. And like I say, we are giving the ball away a little bit. But when we give the ball away, we're working really hard to get it back. And that was a perfect example of it there. And ends up with the ball at Eze's feet. Sticks it in the back of the net. 7 shots, 4 on target. And we're winning this game 3-0. And at the moment, we look very, very comfortable in this new formation. And sometimes it does take a brave person. And we've hit the post. It does take a brave person to change a formation. Or a tactic, and to be fair, we have changed it quite drastically this now. You know, we've no wingers on the pitch. The only width we've got is with the wing backs, but so the XG has come up now 1.37. I would have thought with 3 goals it would have been higher than that. Merlin now again swinging that ball into the penalty area. Reims looking a very, very sad outfit at the back, and they just cannot cope with our pace and energy levels up front. We're playing really, really well. Okay, 74 minutes, and a little bit worriedly, my players are looking very, very tired. Some very, very tired legs out there, which is not very encouraging. It's only the first game of the season. And now I've made all my 5 changes. Harriet and Sarr have come on as the 2 attacking midfield players. Rodriguez has replaced superstar Griffiths as the box-to-box. And I generally try, if I can, and change both my wing backs because they get through an awful lot of work. So Bitshiabu and Gendry come on in the wing back berths. Free kick play to Bitshiabu. Harriet, Ketchta fires a shot in, and Baidu has the simplest of tap-ins. The referee is going to have a look at this one. VAR is going to be brought into operation here. Don't know what's going to happen with this one. I mean, that was the simplest of tap-ins. Whether it'll be allowed, it is awarded. Let's just have another look at that one. So this was we got a little bit fortunate here. Harriet to Ketchta, absolute bullet shot, comes back off the crossbar, and Baidu is there to stick in his first goal for the club. It's 4-0 and we are coasting. Reims now have decided to wake up, got a corner of their own, and Ito is going to put this ball into the box. Header there, and well, we've not really had much of a chance to have a look at our new keeper, have we? Herbig has had very little to do today. Their XG 0.21, not great. Well, it's great for us, and of course we're going to say we're absolutely delighted with that, and well, bring on the next. We are top of the league with that, although there are one or two teams who have not played yet. But you can't really look at the league table, can you, till maybe 5 or 6 games have gone past. So it's little point in looking at the league table. But a very, very nice win. Well, I think it's very important you win your first league game of the season, get 3 points on the board, and you know, we can move forward from that. It's a great platform. If you lose your first game, then you're playing catch up from day one, aren't you? So but anyway, we're moving to the second game now, and it is an away game, and it's Saint Etienne. We'll see you in the dugout for that one. And before we kick off this game, a little bit of disappointing news there. Matija Popovic, this striker was after, looks very, very good. Only 21, but he's not coming to us. He's going elsewhere. And that means I'm going to have to get my thinking cap on again, because we do need a backup striker for Vitinha. That is not the greatest of news, if I'm honest. Better news, though, is a 26-year-old Spanish lad, Alvaro Sanz, has decided to join us. He's not the greatest player in the world. He will be a bit of a backup, but he can play in 1 or 2 positions. So he can play as a DM, central midfield. He can play down that right-hand side. So players like that are worth the weight in gold. So I think he will get some game time, and it just gives me, you know, we do need plenty of midfield players this season, obviously, because of the system that we're playing. So fresh legs in there. We have a new player in. I'm a little bit annoyed about the striker, though. That was the signing that I really wanted. This lad, I can probably pick anybody up. You know, they're 10 a penny players of like a 2.5 star caliber. So although it's great to have a player in, and on a free transfer as well, so not cost us any money, but that striker really is smarting a little bit. Okay, a little bit of a shuffle round today, and as this team becomes more of my team, and you know, I am working towards having at least 2 players for every position, I can now with confidence make changes in there. So Bitsiabu is going to get a start today at left wing back. Gendry is going to come on at right wing back, and expect to see a lot of that this season, me shuffling those wing backs, because like I say, they do get through a lot of work. And of course on that right hand side we have Alvaro Sanz as well, who is on the bench today. So a new player who can play at that right. So 3 players for that side, which is absolutely brilliant. So we have got Herbig in goal, back for Bitsiabu, Baidu, Balerdi and Gendry, Ketchter, Saavedra and Griffiths in midfield. The 2 forward players are Spurtsian and Eze, and Vitinha is the pressing forward. And weirdly, when we were watching that first game, Eze looked absolutely unbeatable, didn't he? Man of the match performance. It was his first league game for us, and I thought, you know what, we need to keep him fit all season. 2 games in, and well, he's picked up an injury, so we have to replace him with Harrit, and that is far from ideal. So coming up to the half-hour mark, and this game has been a non-event. We did start very, very poorly. I've gone to an attacking mentality, and whoa, what's happened there? Is that... I thought they might have been given a penalty. We have had 12 shots, 3 on target now. The XG is 1.07. We started very, very poorly. I went to that attacking mentality and we started to play a bit. And we are getting a few highlights now. Balerdi, Saavedra. I hope this injury to Eze is not too drastic, because that is going to interfere with my plans for the season. I have big plans with this formation, and Eze is a really, really big part of it. And we do need to try and keep him fit. Baidu, Ketchter, back to Balerdi. Balerdi now. Come on, lads. Where's this movement up front? We need to see this really good movement. We've got movement at Vitinha. Switch it. Harrit has made that movement, and the ball is fired over the top. And yes, we did have the movement like we saw in the first game, but the finish just wasn't there. Well, the assistant manager is saying disappointing. I think I'm going to go along with him. I'm not very happy with how that first half has gone. This season, well, we basically need to be ripping up trees in all areas, because this season is, I think, to be honest, it's a bit make or break for me. As you've seen with the board's non-cooperation, everything I've asked for, they've knocked it back. We have plenty of money in the bank, but I feel like, with really good board backing and a good team, we could go places, under my management. Not getting the backing, so I need a very good season this season to convince me that there isn't another job more attractive out there. Let's have a look at how we're doing fitness-wise. We don't seem to be doing too badly, but I expect to see some changes pretty soon. Well, we are running rings round Saint Etienne in this game, but to no avail. We still haven't scored yet. Okay, 63 minutes on the clock. May expect me to change, if things are not going well in a game, probably expect me to change to something like this. Saavedra now is going to be the ball-winning midfield player, and we've gone to 2 now across the middle. So Banabi and the new lad Sands have come on in the middle. Sarah's come on as an extra striker. So we need to get the ball up to them as quick as we possibly can now. Vitinha is looking okay fitness-wise, not great. Sarr, obviously fresh legs, and we have seen Sarr. In fact, I think we're actually going to change those two over, because I think Sarr is better coming in off that side. So we are going to change those two over. Vitinha can play his pressing forward, attacking. We're going to do that because, as we've seen, Sarr coming in off that side can be a very, very dangerous player. We're going to go with that, I think. So 20 shots, 4 on target. We're actually taking the game to Saint Etienne in a big way. But 70 minutes, and we've not had many highlights in this game. Balerdi on a yellow card. Going to play the ball out right. Sands, a nice little ball to Sarr. Plays it back, a 1-2. Ball's in the back of the net, and it looks like that change has worked immediately. And Sarr there on the score sheet. We're winning 1-0. A little 1-2 with Harrit, and it put him free. Ball in the back of the net, and a nice, cool finish. And sometimes you make changes and you don't see any benefit from it. This time, put Sarr up front, switched him as well, put him on the right-hand side of the attack, and it paid dividends straight away. But we do need to keep it tight at the back now. I mean, to be fair, Saint Etienne have had none of the game at all. But maybe our new goalkeeper's going to get tested here. And Erbig did not look convincing there, and looked like he was frightened to death of that ball. Let's hope that doesn't happen too often this season. Gendry now, who's also on a yellow card. Sands. Come on, Sands. We need a big game from you today. It's your first game in a Marseille shirt. Baidu at the back. Out to Bitsiabu. Bitsiabu now slides the ball to Saavedra. Saavedra to Sands. Little chipped ball over the top to Sarr. Sarr picks up really nicely. He's in familiar territory there on that right hand side. Saavedra now picks the ball up. What's he going to do with this? Gives it to Gendry. And he just needs to slide that. Sands to Sarr. Can he turn? Can he hit it? Yes, he can. And Ismaila Sarr there has come on as a substitute, and he's scored 2 goals, and hopefully the points are in the bag. And I think I may well be going to a cautious mentality now. And this was a very, very nice goal. And Sarr there, even playing as a striker and not in his normal position, can still bag a couple of goals for himself. And we have made our 5th sub now. Bitsiabu has gone off. Merlin's come on. 25 shots, 8 on target. Not the greatest of conversion rates there, but we have scored 2 goals. Ball's headed out there. And, well, we need Erbig too. And that was very, very poor from Erbig. His positioning there wasn't great at all. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Menerbig there is covering his near post and leaves. I mean, to be fair, the defenders should have been marking him. That was very, very poor. I mean, hopefully we can see this game out now. 5 minutes of time added on. Are we going to get any more highlights? We don't need any referee. And full-time whistle is blown. Little bit disappointed by that late goal there. The defenders and the goalkeeper not covering themselves in glory. But after 27 shots, 10 on target, an XG of 2.95, we do come out 2-1 winners at Saint Etienne. So not the most convincing of victories there, but we are still trying to get used to this new formation. The goalkeeper is still trying to get used to his defence, and we have made 1 or 2 changes in there, so it will take a little bit of time for all of this to settle down. The goalkeeper, not looking that great really. He did play really well in the Trophée des Champions, and he saved 2 penalties in that. He looked really, really good. In this game, not so much. And really, that's the first time we've seen him put under any kind of pressure, and didn't look great, if I'm honest. But let's hope it's a settling in period, and let's hope this formation works for us for the rest of the season. But that's been a really positive episode, a 6-point episode, and you know I like my 6-point episodes. Gonna go away now and play some games off camera. Let's hope we can keep picking up these 3 points. We're in the Champions League. That draw will probably be made fairly soon, and so we'll see who we get in the Champions League as well. That's going to be very, very tough. I still don't think we're up to, I don't think we're good enough to make a really good showing in the Champions League. But you never know. Get favourable ties, and well, anything can happen. Okay, I hope to see you next time as the Gobby Gaffer manages Marseille over here in France. We'll see you very shortly.